Hi guys, this is the old man calling. I'm going to show you an awareness exercise called Leave Your Old Self Behind. And it's a meditative awareness exercise, but you don't need any experience of meditating or mindfulness to do it. It's quite simple. In fact, I always say that if you're a very experienced meditator, please leave everything you know about meditation behind and just give it a chance. This is a new approach to aware consciousness. And if you just do the exercise, give it a chance. That's the way to do that. And the other thing I say to people who've never done this sort of awareness exercise before and have no experience of meditation and mindfulness is these exercises, it's not that they're difficult, but I have no way of knowing how long it will take until you get them, until you get each exercise. And so what I'm encouraging you to do, what works, is that these are simple exercises. They take no time, they take no effort really once you get used to them. Keep doing them, keep doing the same exercise over and over again. And then at some point, it might be the first time you do it, it might be quite a long time now. I don't know how long it'll take, but at some point it'll go, you will get it. And you'll know that you've got it because when you get it, you will have a life-changing experience. So keep doing the exercise until you get it, and then you'll have a life-changing experience. Okay, in these old man calling awareness exercises, the first stage is always the same. It's where I say, okay guys, shift your awareness into aware consciousness. And you guys say to me, well, how are we supposed to do that? Because we've never done any of these exercises before, no idea. So that's why I'm always going to go right back to the beginning, and I'm going to take you through what I call a gateway to aware consciousness. I'm going to show you the gateway to aware consciousness that I use. Okay, so all you need to do is just start the exercise. I'll take you through it. Here we go then. This is called Leave Your Old Self Behind. With aware consciousness, where we always start is in what's going on right now. And in this approach to aware consciousness, I want you to get used to what's going on right now in this approach is that you and I are engaging with life conceptually. How come? Well, I'm talking, you're listening, you're understanding. We're using a language, which is obviously an interpretation of life. It's not life itself. It's an interpretation of life. So you and I are engaged in life, with life, conceptually, involved in this word and ideas and concepts way of engaging with life that us human beings use all day, every time we, nearly every time we interact, and when we're communicating, whatever the form of communication, it's almost always in the form of words and ideas. It's a conceptual engagement with life. And a big part of aware consciousness is becoming aware that there's more to life than that conceptual engagement with life. But that frees us up from thinking that we're living here in our life stories, and it gives us, and we open a gate to another realm, another way of engaging with life that's happening all the time, but we may not have noticed. Here's how I want you to become aware of that. Shift your awareness into your left hand. Hold your left hand loosely like that, and shift your awareness into your left hand and into the sensation going on in that left hand. Okay, so I'm now showing you something in life that's happening all the time that is not to do with words and ideas. And you're saying, because you've not done one of these exercises before, you say, well, what's the big deal? It's a sensation. So what I want you to do is spend a bit of time in what I call the sensational world. So shift your awareness into your left hand and notice that right now, notice the sensation that's going on right now in that left hand. And what you may find is that what I find when I focus in on a sense moment like that, right now, a sensation going on, is that my awareness has shifted into the sensational world, and I start to tune into a flow of sense moments, sensations that consciousness brings my attention to. I've given up control, and I've become aware that if we just stick with sensations of touch, that from that sensation of touch going on in my left hand, I will become aware of where my elbow, where my forearm's resting against the chair, and where this arm's resting against the chair, where my hand is resting against my leg, where my foot is resting on the floor. These are sense moments happening one at a time, one after another, sequentially. My attention, consciousness is drawing my attention round to those things. I'm not really controlling that. Consciousness is shifting my awareness to where my backside is resting on the chair. And if I were to just kind of expand, allow all of my senses to come into my awareness, without controlling it, I may find that I become aware of what I'm looking at right now, and then again, the touch sensations of touch going on, my touch of my hand on my leg, and then I may become aware of what I'm hearing, the sound of life right now, the sound of the world right now. Sense moments happen right now. This is an experiential realm. We're tuning into our experience of life right now. So this is a way of tuning into the realm of presence, living in the moment. And what we're noticing about it is that if we give up control and stay in this sensational world, it's a whole fundamental way of engaging with life. It's the other, I would suggest, fundamental way that us human beings engage with life all the time. Consciousness doesn't stop. And it's not about us, whether we're aware of it or not, consciousness is ongoing. We can become aware of it, that's aware consciousness, which is the exercise we're doing now. But whether we're aware of it or not, consciousness is one of the fundamental ways that us human beings engage with life all the time. Not just when we're sitting still like this, whatever we're doing, consciousness is bringing our attention to one sense moment after another and then another. This flow of sense moments, which, if you look at it in another way, adds up to a completely, it's a whole world in itself. It's a way of engaging with life. It's not just an awareness exercise. This is a way of engaging with life that is not about this conceptual engagement with life that's going on here. We are doing that, but if we bring our attention, anytime we want to, we can bring our attention into a sense moment and then allow consciousness to take over, and consciousness will shift our awareness around. We'll discover that we're now in a quiet, whatever the external noise is, essentially quiet, essentially still, an untroubled realm of presence. We're living in the moment in that quiet, still, untroubled realm of presence. And if we stay focused there, that focus is awareness. That's aware. We're becoming aware of consciousness, and we're staying aware of consciousness. And you can take that with you everywhere. Take a look around in the room, and you'll notice that in aware consciousness, in this realm of presence, everything is still quiet, untroubled, and present. It's a universe of being, we're being. And a couple of things to notice about that is that until your mind kicks in, you disappear as a separate self in that. This is a universe of sense moments. And until your mind kicks in and says, no, I'm still here. I've got an identity. This is me. This is me. Until your mind kicks in with that old self of yours, you're living in a brand new, wonder-filled, quiet, peaceful realm of presence. You didn't disappear into nothing. It's not scary. It's full of wonder. It's right here, right now. There's nothing you haven't seen before. It's just that you're looking at it with aware consciousness instead of interpreting it with your everyday mind. And the other thing to notice about that is that your old self is caught up in your conceptual engagement with life. And when you shift your awareness into this sensational world and you shift your awareness into aware consciousness in that way that I've just shown you, it doesn't take any time or effort. And what you did in that same moment, and every time you do that, which you can do any time of the day or night, whatever you're doing, it doesn't take any effort and it doesn't interfere with the way you're living life. So this is something you can do. And every time you do that, you're leaving your old self behind. Okay, that's it, guys. Practice aware consciousness.